Well, hey everybody, thank you for joining me tonight on One Nation of Sports Locker Magazine Extra. I'm your host, Kirk DeMars, and I had a little bit longer intro because I'm trying something new and it has worked. We are live streaming right now, both on Facebook Live as well as on YouTube. So that's something new that we're going to be doing, as well as a couple of other platforms here as soon as we get those figured out. Thanks for coming on tonight, and I'm going to ask for your participation. We're going to go over the new magazine. I have that just picked up today, and I will show you a little bit what we've got there. But wanted to talk to you about a few different things that I'm looking about doing with the program this year. One of those is we really want to get more and more audience participation. So we would love to have you guys give us your comments. If you would even reach out right now and just let me know that you're here and where you're from, and or maybe something that happened that was awesome for you today, or what you enjoy about sports right here in Mid Missouri. Any comment that you want to make. I've got something different that I'm going to try out tonight, and I'd like to have you participate in that if you would. All right, let's go ahead and get to something else here real quick. So the February March issue of Sports Locker magazine. You notice it's not the January February issue. We have just launched the February March issue. The reason for that is that every year when we get into December and then on into January, that is just a tough time for the schools, the advertisers, everybody involved, making sure that we get the magazine to them. A lot of times they're out of school. A lot of times the businesses are taking vacations at different times. So we thought, instead of just continuing to fight that battle like we've fought over the last 10 years, we would try something new. And so this year we are doing something different. We're starting in February and doing February, March. And so next year it will be ending with the end of this year, it will be December, and then it will be going on into the January um, month as well. So we're looking forward to that. So let me go ahead and have you take a look at what the new magazine looks like here. And as you will see, Hesley Higginbotham is on the cover from Lynn. And Hesley had a great photo shoot, and just take a look at that. Again, feel free to make any comments that you want about the photos, or some of your favorite student athletes right here in Mid Missouri. You can feel free to give a shout out to them. Your favorite school, um, favorite college team, who you were voting, who you were rooting for in the Super Bowl. Anything. Again, like I said, I'd like to see a few of your comments so we can try out this new screen. So, all right. So Hesley was our cover for the February March issue, and we have a lot of very talented student athletes, and we'll get into talking about some of those here in just a moment. On the publisher page, I did a little bit of a shout out to my team that's been working hard for us here at Sports Locker for the past 10 years. And all right, it's they have been wonderful, and I appreciate everything that they've done. And I'm going to go ahead and quickly show you what we've got going on here, Peggy. So let's go ahead and bring that up, and you can see that we've got your comment right there. It's going to be easier for everybody to be able to see, even right here on the video. I mean, we can put it across the screen, but I'm enjoying this new feature, and we'll be able to see more of your comments, and everybody will be able to read it a lot easier. Um, I'm excited about this one because a lot of times I'm sitting down here looking at the different ones. All right, we got Chris Killian. Thank you, sir. Good to see you. Hope you had a great trip, and everything was successful in Mississippi. So, looking forward to hearing about that from you. All right, let's go ahead and get back to. I'll keep coming back to this one, but let's get back to the February March issue. All right, so as you can see, I've got a talented team of people that have put this magazine together. They work really hard, and I greatly appreciate them. You know, my wife Angela, she's down putting together gifts right now to give to our advertisers as we deliver the magazines. So just greatly appreciate her and all her support over the years. My son-in-law Jay, my daughter Katie, they I can't tell you all of the work that they put into getting their articles written, the photos. and taking care of the writers, making sure that information gets to them and back from them on time, as well as Katie coming in and taking photographs of all the student athletes that we feature in Sports Locker. And then John Binky, he's our salesperson. Reach out to John if you guys would if you would want to be a part of Sports Locker. We would love to have you be a part of the magazine and just helping us to represent these great student athletes and coaches right here in Mid-Missouri. And then, of course, we have Emily Lesh. Emily does such a fantastic job with her social media and just helping to make us look good. And we really appreciate all of her up-to-date information that she gets out on a daily and weekly basis. So I want to say thank you to all of them. I greatly appreciate all of their hard work. All right, you can see Hesley's article here, and I think Katie caught some really good shots of her, and she had a really nice interview. You can read her article and check that out. As you can tell, this is from our digital edition of Sports Locker, so you can go to sportslockermagazine.com and check that out, as well as some others. You can visit that from there as well and share with your family and friends. If there's a student athlete in here and you know that that person is not able to get a magazine, share the link with them. That way they can read the article that way. All right, and then we're going to move on over to Isla Alfutas from Helias Catholic High School. I thought that was a very creative layout right there with her and her different sports that she's participating in. Isla did a look at all those medals hanging from her neck. I mean, this is a talented young lady. So great article, great photos, and again, we appreciate our advertisers and helping us to be able to support. I mean, I don't count those medals, guys. I mean, look at that. That's awesome. All right, and then we move on through some of the other student athletes that we've got here, and you can see that some very talented young men and young women. Um, we've got Colton Shulin over in Fatima, and he plays both baseball and soccer, and does a great job in both of those sports. On that particular day, we were having to shoot a lot of the photos inside because it was not nice weather out. So again, Katie does a great job in trying to capture the student athletes and to make sure that they are represented well in the magazine. All right, and then we move on over to Samantha Loggy over at Blair Oaks, and again, another talented student athlete, and you can check out her full article again in sportslockermagazine.com at the digital edition. And then Jack Lake over in Russellville, again, a multi-sport athlete, and it's just amazing how many kids are able to do that nowadays because there is so much that's going on. Mallory Edwards, she's a very talented wrestler in Eldon, and these kids are out here working hard, doing the best that they can, and trying to be multi-sport athletes, trying to be great students, trying to be great young people in their community. And so we just greatly appreciate all of the hard work that they put in. Reagan Mosley, she has done a great job as well. We love the colors when you go into California, the red, white, and blue, very vibrant, and they always show out really well. Again, another one of those days when it was difficult weather outside. All right, you've noticed that we've begun to add back in a faith article, and I started with that when we first did the magazine, and I had a lot of people wanted me to keep going with that. I thought, well, after a period of time, I thought, well, maybe they don't really care about that. But I find more and more all the time with the student athletes, a lot of them, faith is a big part of who they are and what they do. And so we've decided to reintroduce that, and I'm glad we've done that. So it's just a part that's very important, and we felt like we needed to keep going with. So all right, then we've got Ava, and Ava has done an outstanding job in St. Elizabeth's, or in Fulton, excuse me. Ava Santa. She is in Fulton, and she was an outstanding runner cross country, and she had quite a hurdle to climb and some of the different things that she did. Then we have Natalie Elaine Connery from Eugene, Eugene High School. This young lady is very talented in dance and being able to compete at a high level. Her mom and coach has set the bar high for her, and Natalie does a great job with reaching those goals. All right, then we've got Isla Klug, and she is from the Lighthouse Preparatory Academy Eagles, and she does a great job, as well as Jayla Nickerson for the Jefferson City Jays, another multi-sport athlete. Again, appreciate those kids greatly and their efforts, as well as Laura Bax and her efforts. Laura Bax, every single issue, Laura comes out with a new article that deals with outdoors, with conservation, travel, all the different things that she likes to do, as well as likes to be able to share with us and her family. So we greatly appreciate everything that Laura does as far as adding to the magazine. Just again, an outstanding job. All right, I'm going to try to pop over again here real quick and get back to the, if I can find it again. You know, I'm trying different stuff, so I have to navigate things a little bit differently too. So, all right, got another young man, Yairo Medina. Thanks for joining us, Yairo. Appreciate you giving us a comment. Uh, what was one of the favorite things that you like to do, um, competing wise? That I mean, I want to talk about it, but you go ahead and tell us one of the things that you did. As far as, I don't know, I'll just give a quick example: bodybuilding. Talk share just a quick little something about that, Yairo. How long did you compete in that, and what did you appreciate about um, that time and that sport while you were competing in it? All right. While he's getting ready to type that in, which I know he's going to for me, I'm going to go ahead and move back on to some of these other student athletes in our most recent edition of Sports Locker. So, all right. We got some great advertisers, some people that have been with us for a very long time. Jim Lewis, Auto Care, Tire Pros, those guys have been with us from almost the very beginning. And then we have Coleman Appliance. They've been a partner with us over the past several years. And we, again, appreciate all of our advertisers helping to be able to bring in this great content to you guys, and being able to stay consistent with representing the schools. Again, great kids. Ellie McCabe, she is another outstanding student athlete that is at New Bloomfield High School. Ellie competes in volleyball there and does an outstanding job. She works very hard, and she's a great representative of the school. Zaffarin Satterfield. Zaffarin was Southern Boone Eagles, and she is another talented young lady who wrestles and competes at a high level. One of the things I really enjoy about the student athletes right here in mid-Missouri is that they're not afraid to try something that maybe others aren't willing to do. And Zaffarin is one of those young ladies that is willing to get in there and put in the hard work, and she's rewarded for that hard work. All right, our coach of the issue, Joseph Collier of the Capital City Cavaliers. What a year that they had, and he has been honored for that, and it's kind of outstanding as far as how far they have come in such a short time with him at the helm. And we just want to say congratulations to Coach Joseph Collier. We want to thank Big Whiskies for their sponsorship of our coach of the issue, because our mid-Missouri coaches, they absolutely deserve all the recognition that we can give to them. And Coach Collier is putting in a lot of time. All right, next we move on to St. Elizabeth High School. Excuse me for just a second. In St. Elizabeth High School, you got Braden, and you have so many talented kids that are there. But Braden Kempker, he is another talented young man that plays baseball for St. Elizabeth, and um, great interview, great photos, just a really neat kid to be with. So we really appreciate getting out and meeting all these young student athletes that are representing us here in Mid-Missouri. Now, Edmund Brooks of the Calvary Lutheran Lions. Edmund is an outstanding young individual, and just visited with his mom today and told her that the magazine was out, and I had a few in the car, and so I went ahead and got those to her today, and I'm going to be getting the rest of them out tomorrow. But you can see that photo with him dunking. Um, I'd like to say that I can do that, but I can't do that anymore unless I'm jumping off of something. So, again, talented young student athletes able to do a lot of things, and Edmund is doing an outstanding job for Calvary Lutheran. All right, Benjamin Hopner up in North Callaway. He is a good, hardworking young man, and he is an outstanding representative for North Callaway. If you are a Thunderbird and you want to give a shout out to Benjamin, make sure that you go ahead and do that. All right, Javion Hunter. We had a good photo shoot with him when we were at Capital City, and his mom came out, and we got some photos with her and him, and Katie's going to share that with them so that they're able to have that mom and son. And she was really a proud mom of that day, and we were glad to be a part of all that. All right, and then of course we've got the final page, and that young man with that beard right there. I know you're thinking that Jay might possibly look like he's from Duck Dynasty, but he's not. He does not hunt, and so I don't even know if Jay fishes much. But I tell you what, he is a hard-working young man, and I am proud of my son-in-law for all the hard work that he puts in, and just putting this magazine together. He works hard for us, but he works really hard for his company and his family, and just want to give a shout out to him. All right. I think, sorry about that. I think we're going to go ahead and move on into looking at a few other things here real quick. Let's go ahead and take a quick break and see one of our sponsors for Sports Locker.
CNS Business Services has been connecting employees with employers since 1977. Recently, CNS rebranded to CNS Employment Solutions to more clearly define their mission of serving the needs of applicants, employees, and businesses while remaining current and evolving with the changes in the workforce. One important thing has not changed. CNS Employment Solutions partners with a wide variety of employers, placing employees in jobs that match their skills and needs.
Say yes to CNS.
All right, Paula Benny and her team at CNS Employment Solutions, they do such an outstanding job for us here at Sports Locker and One Nation of Sports Locker Magazine Extra. We appreciate all of their support and everything that they do for our community. They help people find jobs. They support our community. They support a lot of different charities and 501c3 organizations. They help bring different things to Jefferson City, and we appreciate all the hard work that they put in. All right, guys, I think today I'm going to kind of end with this, but I just wanted to test some things out a little bit, see how it was going to do with going live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time, and everything appears to have gone well. I thank you for taking a little bit of time and helping me out, guys, by putting in some of your comments so that we could try out that new screen here and being able to see some of those comments. I really like the look of that, and it's going to be so much more interactive. I think it'll be great for the program. So we're going to introduce a lot of other things as we're going on into this year, and we just appreciate your part that you play as far as supporting the magazine and supporting this program. I'm going to go ahead and close this out for tonight, but I want to say thank you for joining me. I hope you have a great day for the rest of the evening. Get some good rest, and I hope you were able to have a great day tomorrow. I know we had good weather, and it's not going to be as good tomorrow, but Thank you for taking your time to join me tonight, and I will see you next week. God bless you.